It's 4:30 on a warm October afternoon. I dawdle home from school, having stayed late to play kickball. Oh, halfway there, I realize I had left my navy blue pea coat hanging on the picket fence in the schoolyard. The leaves crunch under my feet. Every now and again, I crush a spiky green pod, peel open its flesh, and extract the shiny chestnut nuzzled inside. I have 4 in each pocket. I'm not sure what I'll do with them. I arrive home, but I don't ring the bell. First, I want to make sure it's safe to go home. I walk up 2 of the 4 steps leading to my front porch. From there, I can peer into my living room and not be detected. As I had expected, my mother and sister sit on the couch. My mother is crying into a white handkerchief, and my sister, also crying, is rubbing my mother's back and leaning in to console her. I jump down from the steps and, staying low, make my way to the sidewalk. When I'm out of view of my living room window, I skip off around the corner and down the block to my best friend, Arlene's. Even though she's in 5th grade and I'm in 4th, we do everything together. We dance to Elvis Presley's Hound Dog and sing the score to the South Pacific album.
Happy talk. Talk about things we like to do.
Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room.
101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world.
I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way.
On the weekends, we have sleepovers at my house or hers. We squash ourselves into a twin bed, and although we normally hate to get up early for school, awaken at 7 to watch all the Saturday morning cartoons, when Mighty Mouse comes on, we jump on the couch.
Here he comes to save the day.
In the evening, when the streetlights come on, it's the neighborhood signal for all the kids to come home. Arlene asks her mother if I can stay for dinner, and I realize I'd better call my mother. I don't want to give her another reason to be upset. They're having sauerbraten for dinner at Arlene's. This is a German dish, the way that Arlene's grandmother Babette makes it. But in my house, we call it stew. We eat at each other's houses when we don't like what our own mothers are making. This is especially true when either mother makes liver. Neither of us have ever eaten it more than once, just enough to know how disgusting it is. Lately, it's not just the liver that brings me to Arlene's table on a school night. The crying and the sorrow in my house are much worse than liver. From my little chair at the kitchen table, Arlene's family talks about their day, Fritzy the parakeet whistles, and on the radio, Vic Damone sings.
I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before.
I can see the back of my house through Arlene's kitchen window. The light has gone on in my sister's bedroom. I picture her face down on her bed or staring up at the ceiling, and I begin to feel guilty, as I always do when I escape from that pitiful twosome in my living room. I'm lucky to have this haven at Arlene's, a refuge. Not only from my mother's and sister's crying, but from the slings and arrows of my so-called friends. They squint and fake concern when they ask,
Where's your father?
I know they know. Arlene is my best friend for a reason. I have been showing up regularly at Arlene's house for dinner ever since my father left our our house a few months ago. With a bang of the door, he was gone. His empty chair at the table taunts me. The Latin music that used to pulse through our house has been replaced by Peggy Lee's soulful singing.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. Then you put your arms around me. I get a fever that is hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, fever through the night.
I didn't know until years later that this was the song of someone passionately in love and not someone sick about a lost love. When I play hide-and-go-seek in my parents' closet, the only thing left on my father's side is a navy blue tie with red polka dots. Late at night, I would listen to my transistor radio and fly to faraway cities I can reach on the AM band. One night, I found Pittsburgh and heard...
In the wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl and never ever think of counting sheep.
On another night, through the static on WLS in Chicago, I heard Harlem Nocturne. I watched the hands of the clock crawl around the face, and I listened for the sound of my father's key in the front door. It never comes.